Good morning, majors. So today we're going to look at Unit 8, Day 5 notes. And we're going over the same properties that we've learned about parallelograms on the coordinate plane, the Cartesian plane. So it says, place a point D such that the 4 points form a parallelogram. It says, is there more than one answer? There is more than one answer. So we have D. Remember, for it to be a parallelogram, the opposite sides have to be parallel. So what we need to do is look at the slope of AC. So the way we do that is we look at rise over run. It looks like from A to C, we're going to go down 1 and over 1, 2, 3, 4. So my slope has to be -1 over 4. Down 1 means negative. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to go the opposite way since I want my D to be over here. And I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to go up 1. So it looks like D is going to be right here. So as you can see, this is a parallelogram. It looks like D is at, remember we do the x values first, so that is -6, comma, 2. And the way we name the parallelogram is very important. So we can just draw the symbol for a parallelogram. And then we're going to go around in a circle. It doesn't matter which one you start with, as long as you go around in a circle, either clockwise or counterclockwise. I'm going to start with A. And then I can go counterclockwise. I can go to D, but I can't cross and go to B first. I have to go from A to D, and then I'm going to go around to B, and then I have to go to C. All right, so there's other ways we can make this parallelogram. Let's try another way. Okay, so what I did is I looked at the slope from B to A, and that is I went up 1... I went up 1, 2, 3, so that's +3 over. I went to the right 1, 2, 3, 3 over 3. So I just did the opposite from C to D. I went down 1, 2, 3, and then to the left 1, 2, 3. And I found out that this is the point for D. And it looks like D is going to be at 2. At 0 is on the x-axis, so that y value is 0. And the way we name this parallelogram, it doesn't matter which one you start with. We can start with D, and we can go clockwise or counterclockwise as long as we go around in a circle. So I'm going to go clockwise, and I'm going to go to B. I can't go to C. I have to go around to A and then C. There is one more option. Try to figure it out. All right, guys. It says place and label the point. We need to know the properties of a trapezoid for this one. A trapezoid, one pair of opposite sides are parallel. So specifically in a trapezoid, A and B is going to be parallel to C and T. Okay, they're going to have the same slope. So we're going to find the slope between A and B. The slope is rise 1, 2, 2 over run 1, 2, 3, 4. So my slope is 2 over 4. So it can be on, the slope between C and T has to have the same, it has to be the same. It has to be 2 over 4. So what I did is I said, well, since B to A is 2 over 4, I'm going to find the slope for C. I'm going to go up 2 over 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is going to be a point. And then I just drew a line. All you need is 2 points to draw a straight line. And now I know that T can be anywhere on this straight line. I can put the point right here, right here, right here, anywhere. It looks like right here, this goes through a corner, which we really want it to go through a corner. And the point is going to be, x values come first, so 9. And then the y values, which is -2. At first, I was going to have it right here at 5, -4, but this would actually be a parallelogram, not a trapezoid. So I made it go out a little bit further. You could have had it anywhere else, though, on this line. So now we're going to try number 3, and it says we need a place R to form a rhombus, ABCR. and you can connect the dots to see that this is a trapezoid. Let's try number 3. So really for the rhombus, we don't have many options. We know that the slope is up 2 over 4, and it has to be in a circle, so we have to go A, B, C, R. So I know it has to be somewhere over here, and I know my slope has to be the same, which is up 2 over 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's no other option for this rhombus. So I know that my R has to be at 5, -4. I want you guys to try the kite. Think about what you know about a kite and plot that point for K. It says place and label a point S to form a square. You know that the square, the sides have to be equal, and also my opposite sides are parallel, and all the sides are the same size. They're all going to be equal. So I'm going to look specifically at the angles of the slope of the opposite sides of my square, and look to find where we're going to place S. Okay. So I couldn't find my stylus. So let's look at B to A. I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to go to the right 1, 2. I have to do the same for C. I have to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to go to the right 2. And this point right here has to be where S is. So S is at X value comes first, 1, comma, Y value is 6. All right, guys, go ahead and flip your paper over. I want you to try the next one. You guys try number 6. But to prove these, we've got to know the slope formula, the midpoint formula, and of course, the distance formula. Prove that MATH is a parallelogram by showing that both pair of opposite sides are parallel. So we need both pair to be parallel. Let's find the slope of our first two. Can be maybe AM and TH. You can actually count A to M, T to H, or we can use the slope formula since that's really what they want us to do. In order to plug them into the slope formula, we need to know the points. So A is at -1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So -1, 5. And M is at -3, -1. Okay, so let's try that first. Well, let's do T and H too. P is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And H is at +2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -5. So let's find the slope between A and M first. My slope is y minus y over x minus x, and my y values for A is 5, minus my y value for M is -1, over my x value for A is -1, and then my x value for M is -3, but it's minus -3. You can use your calculator, use alpha y equals, or 5 minus a negative is +1 is 6, over -1, and then this is minus a negative, so -1 plus 3 is 2, +2. 2 goes into 6 3 times. So the slope is 3. Now we've got to find the slope between T and H. We're going to do the same thing. I'll do I don't know, T and H, just so we know. My slope is of T, my y value is 1, minus my y value is -5, over my x value is 4, minus my x value is 2. So we have 1 minus -5 is 6, over 4 minus 2 is 2, which we know is 3. Okay, so I know that these two sides are parallel. I want you guys to tell me if the other two sides are parallel. So find the slope of A and T, and then find the slope between M and H. Tell me if they're parallel. If they're equal, then they're parallel. Prove that CART is a parallelogram by showing the diagonals bisect each other, which you're gonna need to know just show the diagonals have the same midpoint. So you're gonna need to know the midpoint formula. So find A and T. Is it the same? No. Okay. So A is at negative 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1, 2, 3, 4. So negative 4, 4. And T is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So 4, negative 3. And then R is at 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4. And then C is at negative 2, negative 3. Okay. And we're just going to plug it into the midpoint formula, which you know my midpoint formula is, oh, you know what, I'll write it out, midpoint, because M is for slope. So my midpoint is x plus x divided by 2 and y plus y divided by 2. That's on the top of your paper. You guys should know this. So my midpoint between A and T is, I'm going to start with the x values, which is negative 4 plus 4 divided by 2. And then my y values, which is 4 and negative 3. 4 plus negative 3 divided by 2. And negative 4 plus 4 is 0. 0 divided by 2 is still 0. 4 minus 3 is 1 divided by 2 is still a half. Okay? Now we're going to do the midpoint of the other side, which is CR. My x values are negative 2 and 2. So negative 2 plus 2 divided by 2. And then negative 3 and 4. Negative 3 plus 4 divided by 2. So this one is 0. And then this one is positive 1/2. Again, since they're equal, the midpoints are equal, they do bisect each other. So explain that. I want you guys to try number 9. Try it out. I hope you guys understand this pretty well. We'll go over it again in class. Have a great night.